I'm not a big fan of the movie Get Out. I'm not a big fan of, what's his name? Jordan Peele. Not a huge fan. This situation is kind of insane. Daniel Kaluuya's career sabotaged by shady cult ties. Like, bro, don't tie yourself to a cult. It's not that hard to do, man. Just don't involve yourself in a cult. What? All right, well, let's get into it from Pop Culture Crisis.
Daniel Kaluuya's name has been popping up in online discourse recently, and I think it's because of Nicholas Holt's role as Lex Luthor in Superman. They actually were on the cast of a 2000s teen drama called Skins in the UK.
Bro, I remember Skins. I watched the American version. I didn't watch the UK version.
As teenagers, along with Dev Patel as well, and this was kind of a Star Maker series. They had
yeah, that was a really weird and creepy show that was like riding the vibes of movies like American Pie and the National Lampoon Disaster.
Interesting way that they cast for it, where they just took teenagers literally on a casting call from the street and put them in this show, and it gave it a really realistic feel. And these actors ended up being really promising and having burgeoning careers. Daniel Kaluuya is an Oscar winner as well. He was in Get Out, which was obviously incredibly popular.
Yeah, I watched it. Wasn't a big fan. It was pretty cool. Not gonna lie. It was a cool movie, cool idea. I haven't seen anything like it before or since.
Then in Nope, alongside Keke Palmer. What year was that?
I didn't watch Nope. Who is Keke Palmer? I hear that name. Was she part of Disney? Ah, yeah, that's right. Keke Palmer joined the cast of the Disney Plus reboot of The Proud Family, where she voices a new character named Maya Leibowitz Jenkins, a 14-year-old activist who is described as extremely mature for her age. Okay, that's weird. That is really weird. Also, if you're an activist, you're not extremely mature, you're extremely immature.
2022 that came out?
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Get Out was 2018?
Get Out was, I think, either 2017 or 2018.
Okay.
And Nope was, I think, 2022.
Nope.
And I saw this viral tweet that said,
Nope.
movies
I didn't watch that movie.
used to have Daniel Kaluuya. And people were wondering why
That's right.
he seems to have fallen off in his career.
Apparently cult
And I
ties.
saw the top response claiming he joined a cult. And I had no idea that he joined a cult.
And you had to go
Was it Scientology?
This is
investigate.
No.
weirdly
Apparently
kind
not.
of common.
They would have said that.
More common than you would think in Hollywood.
I said to you, given the personality
Yeah, because Hollywood is weird and satanic. Of course, there's going to be a lot of cult stuff around it.
types it takes
Yeah.
to be an actor, it's hard to believe that all of them don't end up kind of worshiping at the altar of some weird guru.
Yeah, well, there's the general Hollywood cults, but
Yeah, that's kind of what happens whenever you try and seek yourself as greater than God. That's pretty much what these people are doing. They want people to be fans of them, and people who like are actually like seeking God, or not even like seeking God. People who are real people don't look up to people. They look up to only God, and anything below that is just people. Like, come on. Anybody who's trying to garner a fandom, that's what you're doing.
it's more loosely connected than the specific ones like Scientology or maybe the weird cult that Jared Leto kind of runs with his female fans. And
A weird cult, that's kind of a stretch. I'd say a satanic cult because it's based on sex.
they meet up on islands and wear white together in Kumbaya. But Daniel Kaluuya seems to have joined a more obscure cult under the leadership of a woman who calls herself Air Holiness. And this was
props for his hipster notion for culthood. He didn't go down
Yeah.
the traditional path.
this was a topic of conversation in 2022.
Like, why don't these people just find Jesus, man? It's way better. And there's not like some creepy person at the top of it.
When he abruptly fired people who were managing him at the talent agency CAA, and he let go of all of these people, including stylists as well, personal assistants, at the behest of Air Holiness.
Well, Air Holiness probably said that they had bad energy.
Do you have that image of her, by the way?
Is she in this?
I'm gonna take a guess, and she's gonna look exactly how we think she's gonna look.
She's in the New York Post article.
Resend it to me here real quick.
Yes,
She's
well, yeah,
on,
let's see her.
The headline image in this,
She's probably gonna look like she practices voodoo.
actually in this page 6 article here, just posing in a bra. She's more of an influencer, I guess.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I wouldn't...
in this day and age.
This is
a
her?
cult- yes.
Okay, I mean, I don't really imagine ever going to somebody that looks like that for some type of wisdom or deeper understanding of the world.
Well, Daniel Kaluuya just must have an insight into this woman that you don't have. They say Daniel Kaluuya is beloved in Hollywood as a down-to-earth guy, but insiders are concerned after he has jettisoned.
I'll give it to him. She doesn't look like how I thought she would look. Honestly, I thought she was gonna look more like this. Maybe she does look like this, actually, whenever they do their weird ritualistic stuff. Because it sounds like voodoo stuff to me. And there's a lot of weird voodoo stuff in Hollywood.
And his agents and publicists, and seems to be under the influence of a charismatic, quote-unquote, life strategist. And this is because in a now deleted LinkedIn
Yeah, and how's that working out for you? How's your life strategy going?
post, she credited herself as his personal manager.
Judas and the Black Messiah. What? Okay.
And now that is no longer on her profile on LinkedIn. Air Holiness.
Wait, cult leaders have LinkedIn profiles?
She does, or
Dude, that should be a red flag immediately.
did at the time.
I mean, I don't know what's scarier, LinkedIn or cult.
Air Holiness called herself Daniel
It's the
Kaluuya's
same thing.
personal manager on a now deleted LinkedIn page seen by the New York Post. She has also described herself as the head mistress for the International Alma Mater Blessed University. And this was from an anonymous source at the time claiming, "We can't figure out who she is. We really have no clue as his team has shifted camps."
Do you think that Hustler's university credits and this university's credits transfer, or do you have to start from scratch?
Maybe this predated Hustlers University.
Could be.
The Post confirmed with multiple sources that Air Holiness was by Daniel Kaluuya's side as he filmed Nope, the second horror movie with director Jordan Peele after Get Out. And last month before that, it was in February 2022, that Puck News reported Air Holiness's behavior during the filming of Nope, in which Daniel Kaluuya stars, caused people on set to be concerned about her influence over the actor. People on the Nope set were very concerned that Air Holiness had taken over Daniel Kaluuya's life, and all decisions had to go through her. I've heard there were multiple blow-ups, and the production people were afraid of her.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. Yeah, that would be why nobody's hiring him anymore for movies, because that's fucking weird.
Damn.
However, another source said not everyone was a fan of hers, and she had never shown up on set personally. And then he fired his talent agents at CAA. They confirmed that he was no longer with the agency shortly after.
Like, she does kind of look like she practices voodoo, really, with, like, the midriff showing and whatever this is that she's wearing. It's like a weird wrap skirt.
Get Out. And a spokesperson said that they confirmed that. And then another inside source claimed that Air Holiness marginalized Daniel Kaluuya's usual team. And he also sacked his stylist. And
it seems to me like he's just playing all the black roles and all of the crazy black roles, because Nope was really about how black people were being enslaved and being taken over, like white people, weird white people were taking over his body. And then he's in Black Panther. Like, it just seems really, really weird. I don't know why black people have to do this whole black culture thing. Why can't you just have your own culture and be black also? Like, there's not just one black culture. There's not one black community. There are a lot. There are lots. There's like they're trying to say all black people are the same, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
multiple assistants at her behest.
I would love to know the reasoning given by her as to why they could no longer work with him.
Well, the interesting thing is that she denied having any involvement in the decision for him to fire these people. She was on a...
Yeah, maybe she didn't directly do it, but he was like, well, they're doing things that is going against what her wishes are for the vibes of this whole cult mindset, so I'm gonna have to fire him. And then she's like, well, it had nothing to do with me, actually. So stupid. So stupid.
Rant on her Instagram stories where she responded to these accusations, calling these stories fake. Air Holiness said that Daniel Kaluuya had some problems in his business with some people and he fired them. What does that have to do with me? I don't know why they got fired exactly. I never met any of these people. None of the people that got fired have I ever seen in person, and I do not know them. I don't know why they got fired exactly.
So what do you think? Is she telling the truth, or is this the type of thing where she's like, I need to have complete control over you, but if she can't offer him styling advice?
Yeah, it's probably not even that she's telling him what to do exactly. It's just that's the vibes of what, like, that's around, you know, this whole cult mindset. And he's like, well, I know what she wants me to do without her telling me, so I'm gonna do it. That's how this kind of stuff happens. They don't have to actually tell their subjects to do anything.
Why does it matter if he has a stylist?
They just already know.
I think she was probably
trying to bring in her own people?
No, I think she was probably hiding or omitting the full truth, which is that she has a personal relationship with this actor, and things she says as an advisor to him hold
it might be personal. You know what I mean?
A lot of weight. And yeah, she may not have met any of these people or been directly
Dude, people will do really, really crazy, weird stuff for sex.
Involved in his decision to fire them.
And honestly, I think when you have sex with somebody, especially a lot, that your spirits get intertwined.
But she can plant the seeds, like, these people are bad influences over you. They don't know what's best for you. They don't have your best interest at heart like I do. And then at the end of this screed that she went on at the time on Instagram, she pivoted to a weird sales pitch for amulets. She said, I'll have some for sale. The Hamza, amulets. The Eye, and the Om.
Dude, it's always amulets and crystals and voodoo dolls. It's like, it's all the same shit. It might not directly be voodoo, but it's voodoo adjacent.
The most powerful protection symbols. The swastika as well. But because Hitler used it, and it still has such a negative connotation, I will not be offering that one. But it is the most powerful, she says.
Well, there are other countries that use that symbol, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah. It does have Hindu origins, but was appropriated by National Socialism. I suppose she thought it was too controversial to sell on her platform.
Well, it's good to know that she has a line in the sand somewhere.
Another insider on Nope said there are many actors and artists in Hollywood who work with spiritual advisors and use them for guidance and support, but him leaving his talent agency and publicists, that's the unusual thing. It's kind of weird. And then a source who knows Daniel Kaluuya believed that he met Air Holiness on the set of Black Panther in 2018. Apparently, he was introduced to Air Holiness through a makeup artist.
Is anybody else sick of the whole, I'm black, I'm gonna do all the black things, everything's called black, and we're really gonna be black, and we're gonna embrace slavery? Like, come on. I'm so sick of it. Just be people. Do new things. Stop focusing on the past. See what I mean? The woman who said that her moniker was derived from a slave name. Like, why? Why do you always focus on that? Let's move on, please.
Who is a crystal chick.
So this is all Ryan Coogler's fault.
I didn't want this to be about race, okay? I didn't. But they always make it about race.
Well, it's really the makeup artist's fault, it sounds like. And the Air Holiness at the time was going by the name Air Princess. They said her real name is, it's spelled very strangely, Vanilla Salima Mahmood, and she is from California and has at least 3 accounts on Twitter, one of which was private at the time, and an Instagram account with messages like, I'm just a spiritual gangster serving a life sentence in a human body.
It's really hard to not come off as a racist whenever you say shit like that. Like, I don't want to come off as a racist, but because I'm not. But like, when you say shit like that, stuff that racists would say about you, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Daniel Kaluuya
It's all
and
fucking
Air
weird.
Holiness were so close during the publicity run of Judas and the Black Messiah that he would fly her to LA and from Las Vegas every week for spiritual healing, mental exercises, and a diet of herbal supplements to lose weight.
That sounds like demon worship. It does. It sounds like voodoo. That's a whole bunch of voodoo shit.
Forgive me if I...
Dude, there's so much voodoo garbage nonsense in Hollywood. In the worst case, look up... Here, you know what? Beyonce has been associated with voodoo and witchcraft in various contexts, both in her artistic work and through allegations from former associates. It's like, it's all ingrained in the fake black culture within Hollywood. And they really try and push it on people. It's so gross, man. And nobody notices it. And I bring it up all the time. And people think that I'm crazy. And people are gonna be down there in the comments saying that I'm racist and I'm crazy. But it takes like a 2-second Google search to find out this shit. It's like all out in the open. They don't care. They're not trying to hide it. They're just not completely open about it to the public.
I have my mind going to Harley Pasternak places right now, but that doesn't really check out to me. That sounds like drugs. That sounds like a drug dealer. We have a 20 from Shane H. Wilder. He wouldn't be the first one from Skins who ended up in a cult. Hannah Murray, who played Cassie, hasn't done anything since 2018 after an involuntary committal stemmed from her joining a wellness cult. I didn't even know that.
I admit, so here's the thing. I'm
Wellness is voodoo.
a regular checker of IMDb on actors.
Oh, man.
And I'm
gonna get a lot of hate for this video. It's okay. I'm all right with it, man.
always kind of intrigued when I see like a gap when they stop having roles.
Right.
Now with the women, it's less so because I assume that they just had kids and started a family. Is that sexist of me?
It's
but
common.
You know, like they stop acting, they start a family and they move on with their lives. With the men, I'm like, so he was Me Too'd. That's my first thought. If there's a gap in, if somebody's been acting regularly since the 90s, the early 2000s, and then suddenly there's just no roles there, I'm like,
Especially past like 2017 and
yeah,
onward.
yep.
Yeah. Well, that never happened to Daniel Kaluuya.
No.
So it seems more like this so-called spiritual advisor
Voodoo.
or health guru is meddling in his
Guru.
personal relationships and actually influenced
All right.
him to end a relationship. They say they saw a photo of them cuddling together on a hot air balloon.
You don't say.
And Daniel Kaluuya was celebrating his birthday, and he was with British actor Damson Idris.
Hey, the
Kaluuya.
guy from F1.
Kaluuya was last known to be dating a woman based in New York City, but that is ending, according to sources who know him. And one claimed that Air Holiness may have influenced the breakup.
Of course. She's
A woman-
bad energy.
Yeah, a woman who confirmed that she is Air Holiness denied working with or for Kaluuya and said she had only met him a few times. She said, "People are saying I work with Daniel Kaluuya. I would love to work with Daniel Kaluuya." But she said her moniker is derived from a slave name.
Of course
And
it is.
she confirmed she had run the International Alma Mater Blessed University before the pandemic. This is the International Alma Mater School of Ascension, an institution created to serve today's women in business with education in leadership empowerment and spiritual self-sufficiency as a foundation for excellence in life and business.
Bro, you
And
can-
now they have a website for the school that is no longer serviceable.
You can sell somebody anything if you put enough big words in front of it.
This is just a fraction of the story. It goes much deeper than this. It seems like they have a deep personal history together, and whether it's a personal trainer or a pastor or a spiritual guru or a so-called friend, it seems like a lot of actors and entertainers in general have shady relationships with people who are meddling in their personal business.
What is this 59%? Hold on. Okay. It was 59% was named after the win rate of a baseball team featured in the film Moneyball. Okay. I don't know what Moneyball is. I've never heard of it. Not a big fan of baseball. All right, well, let's go back to this.
I've been looking into the spiritual advisors that Justin Bieber has associated himself with over the years, and I have a running list of them now. It's not just Pastor Judah Smith or these people from Hillsong in LA. It's more than that, and a lot of them have their own controversies that people don't know about. And I think that there needs to
Hollywood's a fucked up place, man.
be like a real deep dive study into them, because they seem to be very insidious actors with not the best interests of these talent actors.
Yeah, if you're trying to be like a spiritual guide for celebrities, you're obviously only doing it for money, power, and fame.
Shocking.
They're looking for a paycheck, but they're also seemingly feeding them drugs, in the case of Harley Pasternak, meddling in their family life, and eventually getting Kanye institutionalized. That is not something a personal trainer does. Like, show me any personal trainer who speaks to their client the way that Harley Pasternak spoke to Kanye.
Yeah, that's some insane demonic bullshit.
And I would die to see the conversations between Daniel Kaluuya and this Air Holiness chick, because clearly there is more than meets the eye here.
Thanks for watching. Listen.
Yeah, that's weird, man. That's super weird. I think it's just like Hollywood is just an evil place, and all the people that are there that are trying to seek money, power, and fame in Hollywood, or really in general, are tying themselves to demonic forces. And that's all I got to say about that one. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.